Alright, so welcome back. So this is lesson 4, and I know we've looked a lot at these tritone chords. Really, we've just kind of scraped the surface on them, just the tip of the iceberg. But let's take a break from those for a minute. We're going to teach you some new stuff here. I know we've learned a good bit of stuff about those, and your head may be spinning at this point. So everyone knows that the 1 chord is boring, the major 1 chord. There's nothing plainer than a C major chord for the 1 chord. You might know a few substitutions for those, but let me just go through here and teach you some new stuff. So you've probably seen the first few major substitutions that we have listed in the study information: the C2, C major 7, C major 9, and the C6. But you may be wondering about the other ones that we have listed in the study information. You probably have not seen those. So let's take a minute and try to use our chord making skills to wrap our mind around these if you don't already know them. So these last 3 chords that we're going to look at are the key to making the 1 chord, or pretty much any major chord, sound really good. The first one is the C6 add 9, or the C6/9 chord. And basically what this is we're playing a C6 and we're adding the 9. So you have A, D, E, G. Okay, let's do it for F. F6. Add the 9, D, G, A, C with F in the left hand. And let's do a B flat, 6 add 9. Okay, G, C, D, F. Alright, so let's go ahead and play exercise song number 1. Threw that little extra one in there at the end. The next one we're going to look at is the C major 7 add 13. What this is, we have a C major 7, and now we're going to add the 13, okay, which is basically the same as your 6. We're going to add the 6. So we have A, B, E, G. F major 7 add 13. Kind of a different sounding chord there, but basically what we've done is we've taken a major 7 and just added our 6 or our 13. Now here is my favorite. That second one is not my preferred, my chord of choice there, but this one I like to use a whole lot. This is the C major 9 add 13. A, B, D, E, G. Okay? Very full chord. In fact, you'll notice you're using all 5 fingers to play this chord. Okay? Or you can use your thumb on the last 2 if you really want to. Alrighty, 5-note chord, and let's go ahead and play it. Basically just a major 9 and you're just adding your 6. Very easy to play. Excuse me. Alright, now this chord you can use pretty much any time you have a major chord. It's one of those chords you can just throw in there and use. Same as you can use major 7. You can substitute major 7th, major 9th anywhere. You can also substitute this anywhere. You're just throwing in an extra note there. Okay. Now let me show you kind of a substitution for this substitution. Alright, this is called the Ditone Substitution, and it's basically a different chord position for those boring major chords. Once again, it's the sister chord of the tritone. It's known as the ditone. Now the prefix tri, notice that means 3, okay, because the tritones are 3 whole steps away. Ditones are just 2 whole steps away, or 2 tones away. Okay, so the ditone of C would be E, ditone of F would be A, 2 whole steps away. Ditone of B flat would be D. Okay, so here's how they work. We learned the C6/9 chord above. So now we're going to play this same chord, but in a different position, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the 3 here, we're going to add it to the left hand, go. We have C ditone, C, E, A, D, G. Okay. So the same thing with F. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play all of those. I believe we have them in the study information where you can actually look at each one of those. If not, email me and I will send that to you. The substitutions for exercise song number 1, the ditone substitutions, let's go ahead and play those for you. So we have and that's what's really noted about the tritones, as I'm going to show you here in a minute, is that we can use them, just like we do with tritones, we use the ditones in half step and whole step, chromatic walk downs and walk ups in the right hand. Okay, and in the left hand, but really in the right hand especially. So let's check this out here. So let's say that we are, for instance, we're playing the C. Okay, if you look at option 1 in the study information we have where you're playing it 3 times, and then you do a half step walk up. Let me do that one more time. So you're going. You can include the left hand in that if you want to. Okay, so we did a half step walk up and then back down in our right hand. Option 2. Kind of the same thing, but you're going back. Hold on just a second, make sure we're doing this right here. You're going backwards. Whichever sound you like better. If you want to do it with both hands, walk down, walk back up, or if you want to do it with just your right hand. That too. You can see it has a real jazzy sound. It's a pretty cool chord. Option 3 is where we do a whole step walk up and then go back to it. So I don't recommend doing a left hand with this one, just the right hand. Okay. So what's neat about this, and we'll probably cover this more in some other lessons too, we can use it as a fill, as a chromatic fill going up and going down. So let's see this. Probably get the idea here. So that's kind of what we're doing. What's cool is this: we've taken a plain major chord and we've totally transformed it into, into all these crazy chords here. So that's what's really neat about music. You can, even when it seems simple, you can really take it and have a lot of fun with it. All right, we'll practice that more. Take that and learn and work on that. Practice your exercise song with that as well. And once again, go through and learn all of your ditones. Okay. F or C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. You slow down the video if you need to. B, E, A, D, back to G. All right. Now the substitution we showed you, this one right here, you can really use that as well instead of this, because this is basically like a major 7 adding your 6th. So that's a fine, here's what's crazy about these chords we just taught you. There's so many different variations, and we haven't even gone into any of the inversions of them. There's so many different variations, and inversions of these that, I mean, there's probably 15 to 20 different variations of all these chords we've shown you that you can use, if not more than that you can now use. And instead of just playing a plain major chord, you can use any one of these different variations. It gives you so many more options than just inversions of a major chord, or even inversions of sevenths and twos. I mean, they're very powerful and very full sounding chords that you can use. Alright, so there you have it. Those are ditone chords, and if you have any questions about those, feel free to email me. Let me know if I can help you with those. God bless. We'll see you back here for your next lesson.